Hey Capricorn, your April tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. No intro, we're getting right to it. Your cosmic influence for April this is called Power in this deck, and it equates to the Hierophant in traditional tarot. And then for where you will find yourself on your journey in April, you have grounding. It says, go deep, explore your roots. So this combination, what it says for April, is that it's about finding something that anchors you by exploring your ancestral traditions or reconnecting with one of them that has particular meaning for you. It's a time to deepen or strengthen your connection to your higher power. And if that feels kind of abstract, if you don't really know how to do that, this is telling you to find divinity in the world, in nature, in ritual, through sacrament, through the use of your senses, or through whatever you consider to be a sacred practice that's open to you. So for the first question I'm asking is, what's one thing that you can gain by doing that? What's one of the benefits? You have the Eight of Wands, and I just saw a booty. We're going to cover up the booty. So the Eight of Wands, this is flow state. When in communion with source energy, your relationship to time changes, and there's a sense of acceleration towards your goals, acceleration through challenges, acceleration in your evolution. And there's also a greater sense of support and being carried, as it were. It offers a way to reduce resistance and helps you focus through distractions. You might feel as though a channel of communication has opened up between you and your guides or higher self or your angels, or however you see that benevolent energy personified in your life. So for where you will see the most change, you have the Six of Swords. This is nice. This is really nice. That feels good. There's a peace settling in this month, and it's because of moves that you're making to remove yourself from conflict or any people or situations that disrupt your peace. This is an active choice on your part to escape something that's gotten out of control and that just can't be fixed. You're going to have to find calm anyway or anywhere you can by extricating yourself. And I'd argue that there is an increase in safety possible, but for some of you there is a cost. Although for the most part, I would say it appears to be worth that cost. So for what will be your biggest obstacle in April, you have the Six of Cups. That's interesting as an obstacle. It could be an attachment to the past, or at least a rosy version of the past, a rosy narrative, a distortion. Moving on from something that is hurting you, it can be extremely difficult if it wasn't always that way, if there was something positive in the memories or in the history. Now, just to be clear, if that doesn't resonate, don't force it. If you know, you know, and if you don't, it doesn't apply to you, and that's okay, because there's another thing here. Because for others of you, this could look like naivety being the obstacle or lack of experience. And to navigate that as an obstacle, I'd say to remain objective and clear about the realities that you might be facing and not to get stuck in idealization. So for the best thing about April for Capricorn, you have the Star. Oh, yes. Okay. Brilliant renewal of faith and hope for the future. This can indicate revival, deep healing, the overwhelming feeling of not being alone in the world. The Star indicates profound catharsis. And I don't like the word salvation because of the heavy Christian connotation, but if you can fit the word salvation into your belief system, that's the feeling here. It's the moment when you know everything is going to be okay. I'm sure that's a song lyric. I just can't place it right now. Oh, no. It's Amazing by Aerosmith. And then he says, when the moment arrives that you know you'll be all right. Check out those lyrics. It's old, but it's a great song. So for your influence and impact on others, you have the Devil. So, okay, this can go one of two ways. Take what resonates. Some of you, someone could start to feel dependent on you in some way. So watch out for the codependents out there, or the strays that you feed, so to speak. I mean, you know what I mean. It's weird, and I normally wouldn't want to say this, but I can't help with that Six of Cups as an obstacle and the Devil as your influence. but measure your kindness, because it could foster something gaining a foothold in your life that you don't want tapping you, like a maple tree. Like giving someone a ride home, and then the next thing you know, they expect it all the time and act like you're the asshole for saying no eventually, right? The other way this could go is that you're demonstrating chain breaking for others. You have that Six of Swords as your biggest change. So by freeing yourself from a source of strife or chaos, it could empower others to do the same, especially, like I said, with it coming at a cost and you're being willing to pay that sacrifice, make that sacrifice. It takes away that sacrifice as the excuse that others are making for themselves. So for what opportunities you could be looking for in April? The Tower. This is getting kind of crazy. This is big changes this month. It's opportunities to break free from a false safety structure, to move through discomfort, face the discomfort, and then to start building something more stable for the future on a better foundation. Having this as an opportunity, it almost comes off like an offer from the universe, like one last chance to dismantle something yourself on your own terms before divine intervention does it its own way, which no one likes. It doesn't have to be as drastic as all that, though. Like, for a lot of you, it just means taking stock of the structures in your life and look for where they're shaky. And for some of you, this is very literal. With grounding, shore up issues with your physical home. Look at those types of things, where those vulnerabilities might be. So for where you will find the most support, you have the Queen of Swords. I like this. Court cards, they can represent someone outside of yourself or a facet of yourself. So if this is the support of someone you know, it's going to be someone who's an excellent objective listener, who's going to help you stay honest in your thought process and call you out on your BS. Now, if you have someone like this offering you support, it's best to not beat around the bush with them and stick to the point and the facts, and then they will do all they can for you. Now, if this represents a facet of your own psyche, it's going to be talking about your intellect and your ability to stay rational and to think things through, and your ability to analyze situations and people. That will be very supportive for you to tap into in April. So for your self-care directive, you have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful finish here. I love this. Move towards joy. Prioritize time for things that make you happy, plain and simple. Identify what gives your life meaning and then put it on your to-do list next to paying the electric bill and making the doctor's appointment. Do it as close to the beginning of the day as possible, because as the day can get out of hand, you might find excuses to shuffle it off and deprioritize it. That's an order, Capricorn. All right, just kidding. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.